side by side. Marcotte out to the early lead. Burns into second, and the battle for third heats up as Marcotte's Holderback underneath for third.
Connor Holderback works up to the third spot with Mason Tessier sitting right on his tail as they come off of turn number 2. Brendan Hammond up inside the top 5. Carpenter trying to hold on up top as they hit turns 3 and 4. R.J. Marcotte, who led most of last Friday night's main event, sets the pace down the back straightaway.
And the name I fumbled on in the introduction is the number 77 MA. That is Ryan Doucette. He's sitting in that 11th place, looking to break into the top 10 as they head down through turns 1 and 2. It's Marcotte continuing to lead. Holderback closes the gap on Burns down the backstretch.
Brendan Martinez in the number 12, making some noise, working his way up through the field. Gets by Doucette, that number 77. Sets his sights on the 64 of Deshays.
Peter Bennett started 10th on the field. He's made his way up 5 positions into the top 5. Looking to challenge and go back-to-back, add to the back-to-back winners we've had tonight. Can Peter Bennett do that? He's right behind the 7 of Hammond.
Off the second corner, field strings itself out down the back straightaway. Rowdy Burns takes a look to the outside, settles it in with Holderback sitting in that 3rd spot. Hammond 4th. Bennett takes a look down to the inside.
Peter Bennett with a good run down into 1 and 2. He's underneath Skeeter as they head out of turn number 2. Hammond with a good run on that outside lane to hold on to 4th. He's going to fall in front of Bennett as they exit turn 4.
Around the stripe they come, and single file, nose to tail. Josh Parsons joins the party in that Burgundy 09. He sits 6th on the field, down the back straightaway. Bennett again takes a look to the inside of the 7 of Hammond. They come off of 4 side by side.
Down through the corner they go. Hammond and Bennett continue to battle side by side. A great battle for that 4th position. They head down the backstretch as the top 3 have grouped up. Open up a bit of a gap there as Bennett will clear for that 4th spot.
Sits in the number 4 spot. Parsons right behind in 5th. Hammond drops back to 5th. Up front, battle for the lead. Burns down to the inside of Marcotte. They race side by side down into 3 and 4.
Marcotte stuck on that outside lane here as Burns and now Holderback looking to move the inside. Burns gets loose through the corner and he goes around in the middle of turn 1 and 2.
Your legends win here at Seekonk. R.J. Marcotte and Connor Holderback. They wind it up off of 4. Bennett down to the inside, looking to make it 3 wide as they hit turn number 1.
Marcotte got split on the initial start there. Good job for him keeping it straight. He's going to fall back and battle for that 5th position. But it's Holderback up front. Bennett and Parsons battle for 2nd.
Remember last Friday night, Connor was involved in an early incident, was able to get the car straightened out and back out onto the track, and finished just to the outside of the top 10 as Wood goes around and gets that car refired just as the caution flag had come out. With Parsons, Hammond, Marcotte, your top 5. Martinez is 6th. 7th is the 42 of Tessier. Carpenter 8th in the 24. Doucette 9th. And Deshays 10th. Looking for the green. They jump up on the throttle across the stripe. Down into 1 and Holderback has a half a car length advantage. Look at Bennett. Wind up that outside lane off of 2.
Peter Bennett with a great run on that outside, but Holderback equally as strong down on the inside with Parsons in tow. They looked almost 3 wide here across the stripe. Parsons looks inside for the lead as they're side by side through the corner.
Holderback gets caught up on the outside. Parsons down low. Bennett drops to the bottom as they hit turn number 3. Cross flags out this time by Parsons up front. He becomes our 3rd leader.
Down through 1 and 2, Parsons lead. Bennett now underneath Holderback as they head down the backstretch, and sitting in that 4th position is Hammond. They head down through the corner. Martinez in 5th looking to close that gap, but the battle for 2nd still going on as the 50 of Bennett takes the position.
Bennett sits in the number 2 spot. Holderback back to 3rd with Hammond working the back bumper there, sitting 4th, and Martinez takes a look up top. Batman with a crossover move, runs out of room and settles in back behind.
Down into turns 1 and 2, the field. Single file, bit of contact back there. Doucette getting into it with Tessier, both of them able to hang on as Connor Souza looks underneath Doucette for the 8th or 9th position here as he comes off the corner. Single file up front though as the top 7 have pulled away.
Down the backstretch they go, and Bennett continues to hang on to the back bumper of the 09. Your 2nd and 1st place drivers in the championship standings, racing 1 and 2.
Go for the next pit stop legends. And up front, we have Parsons, Bennett, Holder back in that third position, Hammond in fourth. Your top four ready to go back to racing as they head out of turn number 4.
On the throttle they come, and across the stripe, Parsons gets the jump. Bennett trying to work that outside lane. Holder back right up on the back bumpers. They race down the back straightaway.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. Parsons with the edge over Bennett. Holderback looks low. He's going to fall back in line behind Bennett. Martinez in fourth with Hammond back to 5th.
9 laps to go that time across the stripe as they head down the back straightaway. Parsons, Bennett, Holderback, and Martinez, your top 4 cars. They roll off of turn number 4. Martinez goes to work on the 38, settles in back behind.
Down through 1 and 2 once again. Single file out front here as Bennett closes that gap big time on Parsons, but eases it into 3 and 4. It's a battle for third heats up. Brendan Martinez all over the rear bumper of Holderback as they head down the front stretch.
Battle for that third spot. Martinez and Holderback make a little bit of contact off that second corner. They both gather it in and keep control of their machines off of turn number 4, trying to close in on that bright orange number 50 of Peter Bennett.
We got a car around on the front stretch. That's Isaiah Newcomb in the 20.
Brings him down at a slow clip down the back stretch. Peter Bennett on the outside, matching the speed into turn number 3. Mike Belanger looks him over and watches for the go. Anywhere between that box at the first stripe, Parsons winds it up. Green flag unfurls. Parsons gets the jump. Bennett tries to wind up that outside lane.
A good run there by Holderback as well to stick in that third position as Martinez storms on that outside lane into the corner. Got a bit loose. He's up out of the groove here. He's going to start falling back. But a good job by the 12 to hold on.
Martinez chased that car up the racetrack and settles it back in, but outside the top 5. Battle for second. Connor Holderback down to the inside of Peter Bennett. 3 laps to go this time across the stripe as a Holderback and Bennett battle for the number 2 spot.
Side by side they go. Holderback underneath Bennett. They come off at turn number 4, but it's going to be about 4 car lengths up to the 09 of Josh Parsons. They come out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go.
Holderback takes control of that second spot, and here comes Hammond. That black number 7 working that bottom lane in that fight for second, third, and fourth. White flag high in the air as they come off of 4.
White flag for the number 09 of Josh Parsons as they head down through turns 1 and 2. Holderback moves into that second spot as Bennett tries to hold off Hammond to remain in the podium.
Checkered flag rolls through the air. Josh Parsons rolls off of 4, picks up win number 3 on the season. Holderback with his best career finish for second. Bennett finishing third. Fourth going.
Well, Josh, you did a great job here getting to the lead, holding off on a couple of restarts, and you come home victorious.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough race. I mean, all the competitors here, especially Peter Bennett and Brendan Hammond, they're always right up there with me. I can't thank them enough for racing me just as clean as everybody else, and all they have been is just great competition for me all year. After last week's wreck, we kind of threw a game about the car. We didn't know whether we were going to use this car or my backup car, but we ended up pulling this through last night. I want to give a big shout out to Nicholas Scola for finishing this car at 3 a.m. last night so we could race it here today and bring it back home.
You know, after you come off a wreck like that and you put in all the hard work to get this car done, how much more does that mean?
You know, it means a lot considering that we had to pull apart everything. You know, after last week, everything in the left side and the rear end was just destroyed, so we just had to do what we could to get it back in, and I guess we did an okay job.
What do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom and dad, my friends and family that came out to support me, Triple G Scaffold, D.A. Ricardo and Some Builders, Crossroads Auto Collision, Norwood Printing, Nicholas Kohler Racing, Nick's Pitstop, J. Parsons Trucking, G&G Silk Screening, Rodman Ford, and all my other sponsors.